Hello, and welcome to Gamer Premonitions E3 2019. On this podcast, we're going to predict what announcements will be made well in advance. You see, we recorded this in the month of May. As always, we have our co-hosts, Mr. Feel from Mr. Feel's Wild Ride.
Hashtag E3 gang.
And KZ Excellent from kzexcellent.com.
Gamer Premonitions will be the new water cooler.
And Bob from GigaBoots.
I just want to clarify, it's May 23rd. We don't even have all the May announcements yet.
True.
Yes, so we don't know when Sony will be doing their bullshit. We're not at E3, but still doing a stream during E3 presentation.
But we're including that. That's going to be the first quote conference we will be making premonitions about. To be clear, we are making premonitions. Each of us has to make one premonition about Sony's conference, Ubisoft, Square, Bethesda, Microsoft, Nintendo, the PC gaming show.
Yes!
And a random one of our choosing, along with answering questions that require very specific responses.
Now, if you don't know what E3 is, I will be glad to tell you.
Oh, yes, please tell them.
E3 is a Doritos Mountain Dew held by the Coca-Cola Chevrolet. McDonald's, Dairy Queen, Nvidia joined together to announce upcoming AMD Epic Games Ubisoft. Every year, Microsoft, Nintendo, Sony, Monster Energy Drink, Taco Bell, Red Bull, Ford. So Dan, excited for E3?
Hashtag live Moss.
Feel it was the third word.
That's when it really hit.
Yep.
For KZ.
You basically started speaking.
I am very excited for E3. I don't think it's going to be quite as strong as past years, but I think it's an interesting setup here because Microsoft has a tendency to announce their hardware so far in advance that it slightly murders the sales of current hardware. And as we are well aware, the end of next year should be the next generation. So I'm excited for Microsoft to announce a console a year and a half in advance. Like it's the fucking PS2 time again.
Great.
Show the computer chip.
Here's the silicon. Yep. It's got transistors.
Do you remember the PS2 could launch a missile?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah, no, the PS2 was such a powerful console that Saddam Hussein stole tons of them, thousands of them to power his ICBMs.
Yeah, that was a marketing point, that it was so powerful it could launch a missile.
That sounds like early 2000s marketing, all right.
I'm not sure if they actually officially came out and said that. See, here's the weird thing. Quotes back then get misaccredited a lot. Like, for the longest time, people were like, the PS2 promised Toy Story-like graphics. And then it's like, no, that was Microsoft. That was the Xbox. The Xbox literally promised Toy Story-like graphics.
They're 3D like Toy Story. What?
Yeah, that's accurate. And the people in, oh man, what's the name of that mini game for the Xbox brand? There was the
Fusion Frenzy.
Fusion Frenzy. They look like dolls. They look like maudlin dolls.
That name just makes me tired.
Good.
Something about the name Fusion Frenzy just exhausts me.
Because the name literally doesn't tell you anything about it and it is exhausting, and you can tell marketing team came up with it. Speaking of a marketing team, we're here to actually talk about this year's E3. And we're going to start with Sony, because fuck them. They basically are at E3. They're just cheap. So, man, it's really hard to choose who should go first. In fact, the turn order for this is really complicated compared to most episodes, because there are 8 fucking waves. KZ Excellent, how about you go first? What?
I knew you'd pick me.
What is the first premonition of this episode on E3 2019 and the first premonition on Sony's conference?
In Sony's conference, which I personally think is one of those state of play things, they will show The Last of Us Part 2. In it will be a trailer that is at least 3 minutes too long and kind of boring and goes a little too far in any direction.
So how much senseless violence will be in this trailer, KZ?
Yeah, that's why I say it goes too far in any direction. It could be like last year, where they're just like, look at them make out. It could go too far in, this gameplay's going for too long. Or it could be, watch this person get mutilated. It makes our game seem cooler.
No, it makes it more serious.
Mature.
Also, 3 minutes too long means I'm expecting this trailer to somehow be 7 minutes.
Do you think that we'll get a date at the end of the trailer?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah, I never said this on the podcasts, but I feel like if The Last of Us 2 wasn't going to come out this year, because I argued against it on Big Think Dimension a while back, but then I played Days Gone, and I'm like, there's no reason you would not give this another 2 months if you didn't want to put it further away from The Last of Us.
Right.
Druckmann is going to walk up to Sony Bend and snap, and then the release date will appear for The Last of Us Part 2, and Days Gone will dissolve.
Excited to see which game will be more violently unpleasant.
So, Bob.
Yeah, what's up?
What's your premonition for Sony's State of Play pseudo conference?
I feel like I'm gonna go out there. Like, it's easy to say they'll talk about those games they talked about last year.
Are you saying it's also easy to say that they might do it for too long?
Yes, it's also easy to say that. I'm sorry.
Why do you always do this to me every fucking episode? Even when I have okay premonition, you just shit in my ass.
It's a bit now.
KZ, I don't even know how we would know what would happen in that situation. It hasn't occurred yet. Bob, go ahead.
It's
My ass is full of your shit.
Neo 2 was announced last year.
Okay.
It was shown off with like a super small trailer.
Yeah.
And then now we've seen Neo 2 almost looked identical to the first game. I'm going to bet on there's a Ninja Gaiden 4 in the works and they'll announce it here.
Nice. I like these bold premonitions. I'm
Bold
surprised.
and embossed.
You know, not everyone can be as daring as KZ, though. You know, you probably should have had a premonition about it being on YouTube, streamed via the internet.
Look, we forgive KZ for his bloodstained one. That was a joke. It's fine.
I hope this podcast is 6 hours and you die.
Oh, KZ's mad.
Feel, it is now your turn to have a premonition about how the bitrate will be for this
God damn it.
conference.
So I'm going to go with an easy one. I say easy because we basically know
Wouldn't
this
want to do
exists.
that.
Everyone goes to the water bottle in the corner of the room for their premonitions.
Remaster of Demon Souls.
Okay.
It'll be here.
Blue Point?
I don't know who Press Sneak Fuck says it's happening, though, so
Yeah.
he's usually right.
Okay, and I will go ahead and do my premonition, keeping up with the GigaBoots tradition of bold premonitions. I'm going to go ahead and say they are going to talk about medieval, but at the end of that, they're going to imply or directly state that they're going to remaster Ape Escape.
Ooh. Oh, that's a good one.
Dan, they could release an Ape Escape game for $150. I would buy it.
I know, it's sick, isn't it?
It's like,
Dude, I will suck a dick for some Ape Escape, my friend.
This will be the first Ape Escape game I play.
it's the only 3D platformer I like outside of Mario.
See?
It's what
so
I wanted
good.
a PlayStation for. Like, I saw that game, played that demo, went, this is fucking great.
Yeah. I got the DualShock just for that. It's a good game. It's a really good game. As Bob stated, and I kind of agree with, it's in that generation especially one of the few 3D platformers that can hold a candle to Super Mario 64.
And then 2 and 3 were good too.
2 and 3 were really good too. They maybe weren't as amazing for their time as 1 was for its, but they make up by having Ash Ketchum as a voice
2 was
actor.
hilarious. 2 had all the Pokemon VAs, and it was hilarious.
It was great. I think that was a really great feature of 2.
Which was ruined in the PS4 release because they used the PAL version.
Yep, we have a video about that if anyone's curious. Just Google
Oh, good, you have a
GigaBoots
video so I can
Ape
get mad
Escape
with you.
PS4, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so next we're going to move on to Ubisoft's conference because they're willing to pay the ESA for a slot and not too cheap to do that. So good on them. Bob, you're leading us off this round.
Sure. I'm going to say there'll be Watch Dogs 3, but with a female protagonist.
Will she be strong?
Definitely.
Nice.
Will she be part of the military-industrial complex?
No.
Will she be a hashtag gamer girl?
Probably, yes.
Okay.
That she might even have an unlockable girlwood necklace.
Okay, Mr. Feel, what's your premonition about the Ubisoft
I'm
conference?
torching this podcast. Aisha Taylor will be there again and she'll floss on stage.
Yes! Hashtag Girlwood returns.
Oh man.
I was almost going to go there too. If like, yeah, Aisha Taylor could be back and will be the worst. But then Phil this cheer. He's just gonna take us to the next level. Say she's flossing.
Oh my god. My
Tim
premonition
was not mentally prepared.
And I know my premonition is a practical one that I think will also be mildly unpredictable, but still not that. My premonition for the Ubisoft conference, they are going to announce another cross Nintendo game today, whether at E3, whether or not that's another Mario Rabbids type game or some new project, I don't know. But they're definitely announcing a new, full game. Not just, hey, Starlink has exclusive content on Nintendo.
Starlink 2.
Starlink 2, Starlunk.
I hope it uses the UbiArt engine, because where the fuck has that been for multiple years?
Yeah. I keep hearing rumors about, a new Gray Man coming back, but I just don't know.
Just
I don't
make
believe it.
UbiArt Wario Land 5.
Oh, that's too good.
That actually would be amazing. Huh. Weird. KZ, what's your premonition about the Ubisoft conference?
Now, it's very similar to yours, actually.
Oh God, I accidentally sniped
So here's my premonition, right? The
Okay.
last 2 years since the Switch has been a thing, they have done Nintendo collaborations. And they typically, so far, they mixed in the Mario Rabbids, then they went for a series that's basically dead after Miyamoto killed it in the form of Star Fox stuff and Starlink. I think they're going to take a straight-up dead franchise and use their experience with the crew to make their own version. They're going to make an F-Zero game.
Smash cut to Shigeru Miyamoto chained up in a basement going, no! They cannot bring it back!
Nintendo's never going to make it. They're never going to make it.
I don't.
So Ubisoft's going to make it.
They're the last people I want making a racing game. Oh man.
They're gonna make it, and it'll come out by the end of the fiscal year.
Well, whenever Nintendo is involved, I don't feel so bad because Nintendo will just cancel it if it's bad.
That's true.
Bob, I know you're not a fan of Mod Nation Racers and how it feels, but whatever Ubisoft makes for F-Zero will feel so much worse.
Obviously.
Oh, man. That's a real downer ending to the Ubisoft conference. I guess we're moving on to Square, where Mr. Feel gets to go first.
At the end of the Square conference, they will announce the Final Fantasy XVI logo.
Ooh.
There will be nothing else. It will not even be a CGI trailer. There will be a sparkle effect and a flash, and it will show the logo and nothing else.
Ooh.
I want to feel like they're past doing that, but they could totally do that.
No, they're not. No, because I'm getting hype. They're not.
So,
Just because it fools people still doesn't mean they might not be past it.
okay. Here we go. You guys ready for my premonition?
Okay.
Feel is wrong. They will show a full fucking trailer for 16. It will fucking look like gameplay in as much as 15's trailer did at the beginning of last gen, and they will announce it for next gen consoles.
Whew, this is big ones.
They could do that because Microsoft will surely have at least said theirs existed at the end of theirs, so it'll be free.
Hey, Xbox 2! I mean, welcome to E3! KZ, you're next.
This one's stupid.
Oh, no.
Because it's never going to happen, but I think it would be hilariously hype. They will announce World of Final Fantasy 2, because they have sequel baited that in a way with the Switch version. The twist, it's going beyond Final Fantasy, and their stinger is there will be a Chrono Trigger character in it.
Ooh.
Shown in a trailer.
That would be great.
I like it.
And World of Final Fantasy basically becomes, oh, we have other Square cameos just in here. Because Xenogears existed in World of Final Fantasy.
It'd be... What did?
Yes, it's the super boss.
That's so fucking weird when there's other franchises owned by other people technically in that series.
They put Einhander in there as well, and when Xenogears shows up, they're like, wait, isn't this not so... And they're like, don't ask any questions. In the dub, they're like, we can't talk about it. They even brought back the original designer for it, I believe.
That's really good.
And since that's a Pokemon-esque game, you can catch it and then just summon them.
That's raw.
Yeah, it's very raw. But my prediction is World of Final Fantasy gets a sequel. It's announced. It's going to feature other Square franchises, specifically Chrono Trigger.
Since I think it did pretty well, I really want World of Final Fantasy 2 to have more fleshed out feeling versions of like each kingdom based on a game. Like, just let me run around a Final Fantasy 14 city in the World of Final Fantasy style.
Bob, this is a tough act to follow, but you have to do it.
Mine is not nearly this good.
Okay.
We're going to find out more about Babylon's Fall. We're going to find out it's going to be directed by Kenji Saito, the director of Metal Gear Rising. It's basically Knights, but it's Metal Gear Rising.
Wow.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
That's pretty... That would be cool.
You're just getting me excited for the game.
He hasn't done anything since Transformers Devastation. So that's like 3 years of nothing from him.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's not... Oh, no, he's not the Astral Chains guy.
No.
Wasn't he on Nier?
No, not at all. I double-checked it on Moby Games.
They had someone from Revengeance on Nier.
I like that Feels question was, Bob, did you do your research?
Sometimes
I'm just trying to remember because Nier had a big splash like guy from Revengeance, and I just forgot who it was.
I think that they just put the producer.
Yeah, it was Atsushi Inaba.
Yeah.
No, it apparently wasn't him either.
Oh.
What a great round.
Okay, now we're moving on to the fourth round of Premonitions, which is Bethesda.
Wait, Dan, did you do one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, it's a good thing I have a fucking turn order here. I remember when I didn't have that and people were like, are you sure you went? And I was like, yes. Right? Didn't I? Or am I mad?
Yeah. Yeah, yours was the immediate, really short counter to Feels.
Yeah, no, because that's what it means to boldly live.
Yup. Oh, no, that's my favorite.
See,
one of you... Well, actually, both of you can be wrong. They could just not show it, but...
Yeah, right? It could just be total...
You know, I was thinking about it. I was like, in hindsight, it's just one's crazy, the other one's even more crazy, but that's very endearing.
Here's the thing. Feels is a fantasy based on reality. Mine is a reality based on fantasy.
I'm sorry, all I can think is the new Channel Awesome movie, To Boldly Live.
Oh, you're a bad man.
I'm going to shoot myself in the eye.
Okay, so for the Bethesda conference, I'm excited to announce, well in advance of Bethesda, they will release another fucking mobile game.
Oh no! From what? Is it from a pre-established franchise? And if so, which one?
They're running out. See, that's the problem here, right? I know they're announcing a fucking mobile game that nobody wants, but I can't figure out what it's based on.
Wolfenstein.
Is it Wolfenstein or is it a Doom RPG throwing back to that old game that was on phones? That was my
Wolfenstein is kind of in the doghouse right now, so Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein has that DLC upcoming.
It has 2 new games, guys. It's got the co-op one and the VR one coming out this year.
Oh man, I forgot.
Well, yeah, but the fact that it went from a big console game to this is a $20 downloadable to co-op title.
I don't know. It even feels like it's just a stopgap before we get real 3.
I mean, yeah, this is basically
it feels weird to go right to 3 considering it's in the future of that series.
I mean, it's kind of like the...
It felt like they wanted to make a DLC and they fleshed it out like...
The Far Cry sequels. The thing I've been trying to say, yeah. Those weird spin-off things.
They announced it almost immediately.
No, it was the next year, wasn't it?
No, they
They announced it last year. I don't remember when
They announced it within 3 months of that game shipping. I think it may have been in the first month, but I could be wrong. But anyway, yeah, so... I guess for bonus points, we'll say the mobile game is based on Doom.
No, we didn't see it till the next E3.
I think they announced it before. that, but
It says Wikipedia development. Bethesda announced the game at Electronic Entertainment Expo 2018.
so that would make it like
So
7
they
months.
announced it less than a year after it came out.
Yeah. So we're going to say that it's going to be based on the Doom IP, this mobile game, because I can't see them doing Wolfenstein or anything else. KZ?
I had a couple here that I was debating. I'll go for... I want to stay away from the Fallout ones that I had, because they seem a little too easy. There will be a new game that will also be unveiled the same way as Rage 2 with a live performance.
What do they even have left to unveil like that? Because they said they're not talking about Starfield or... Oh, well, I guess it can be anything.
Yes, that was the prediction. It will be a live performance, and it's for Starfield.
I'm pretty
It's
sure
for
they've
Starfield.
said that Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6 will not be shown this year.
Yeah, they're both next-gen games.
God damn it! I've been sniped by time.
But who knows? Maybe they were lying to us.
Fine, I'll go for my backup then.
Okay, are you sure?
Fallout
I
will
feel
not
like
be uttered in any way in this conference.
No, you're wrong.
I've got a direct counter to that
Fine,
one.
I'll be
Oh,
wrong
wow.
then.
Wow. Theo says he's wrong, and Bob has a counter. Bob, go ahead.
Go ahead, bring it,
Fallout
bitch.
76 will be they will talk about the launch in a light where they know it's bad and it's going to be
That's
super inappropriate. They'll joke about it.
That's exactly what my counter would be. I didn't want to use my premonition, but I would say Todd Howard will appear on stage, make the Todd Howard leprechaun smile, and joke about Fallout 76
The
being bad.
leprechaun
And
smile.
everyone,
Right.
and
What are you
everyone,
talking about?
So
You know,
both
he
of us
has,
had
like,
the
that
same premonition written down, okay?
he has like the trickster god smile, where it doesn't matter what he did, but you laugh anyway.
Are you saying Todd Howard is a fae?
Yes.
Did you find his pot of gold?
Allegedly.
His alleged pot of gold?
All
I
right.
just like the idea of them completely ghosting the brand for this year.
They should, but they won't.
Even though they're making DLC for it, I still want them to ghost the brand. Mainly because I don't want that situation with the leprechaun smile you mentioned. I thought that's probably what they'll do, but I don't want it.
Nobody wants the truth.
Truth juice, not in a million years.
Well, we've hit the middle.
No, I didn't do mine. Bob's counter was exactly what I said. So here's mine. They're just going to be like, fuck it, new Skyrim expansion. You know you'll buy it.
Oh
Holy
my god.
shit.
They aren't that smart.
Because they can't not touch any of those franchises until like 2023. And Skyrim's just on everything now, and because it's on PS4, it's going to be on PS5 too.
Are you trying to say that
So it'll just be like, fuck it. It's been X amount of years since the last Skyrim expansion. Here's another one.
That would make
and it will
people
be
way too
presented
happy.
like, we
Like,
dare you not to buy it.
this seems like the most insane prediction so far?
I would totally.
But
that is
also
perfectly
so
logical.
perfect. It's perfect for them. It's on everything.
They won't remaster Oblivion because it's too old. They won't remaster Fallout 3 because it's kind of bad. They won't remaster Fallout New Vegas because they're still butthurt Obsidian's game is more well-liked than theirs. What's the thing left? Skyrim's already on everything. Release a new Skyrim expansion. That also lets them roll out Skyrim Super Duper Ultra Edition to buy everything at once.
It's a way to say the word Skyrim on that press conference. Because how else are they going to do it? Apple Watch?
Okay, and we've hit the middle point of this episode of Gamer Premonitions for the rounds, which means we're going to take some questions and people are going to have to give concrete, solid, factual answers using their Gamer Premonition abilities. Hey KZ, we should do yours in the middle.
Yes, because there's one of them that I feel like will get mentioned anyway, and some maybe potentially. So
Okay.
I have them here.
Okay, KZ. What are the questions?
All right, I have assembled 4 happy questions for you guys.
Delightful.
All right, I guess I'll start with Dan, and then we'll go around for everyone on this one. How many Epic Store exclusives will be announced at the PC Gaming Show?
4.
Is this bar trivia rules and we're supposed to yell it out?
I assume he's going to call the rest of us.
I said Dan must have cut out when he gave his answer.
Yes.
Oh, I said 4.
Oh. Okay. Bob.
19.
Holy shit. Feel?
4, but 2 of them will be games that already existed and people will get fucking pissed.
You know, that's probably right. Mine, 1. Price is Right rules, baby.
Okay, so wait, no, we don't do the Price is Right rules here on Gamer Premonitions. That's
We
bullshit.
don't?
No, we do the Delta. I've said that 3 times.
Oh, God damn it, 10.
You see, I'm the only one who has the
10,
website
at
up
least 3 are games that are out.
that says how many people are showcasing at the PC game show.
Uh-huh.
It's 17.
I might be cheating a little bit because that Ghostbusters remaster is apparently going to be on Epics, and you can't buy the normal version anymore.
Ugh.
We're getting in the weeds here. My second one is interesting. I'll start with feel on it. At E3, will the next Smash DLC fighter be revealed at a conference that isn't Nintendo's?
Yes.
Dan.
I'm dying.
Yeah.
Because if I say
Why?
yes, that means I'm complicit in this new reality we all participate in.
Yeah, because it's basically saying that it's Minecraft Man or Rayman.
For example, Microsoft conference, at one point you hear a "Gah," and then it's like, surprise, we're making a Banjo game. Oh wait, it's a Smash trailer too.
Or at Square Enix's, they announce some kind of Dragon Quest thing, and then you hear that music swell, and boom, it's Erdrick.
Sakurai's a big fan, and it turns out what you thought the Cuphead DLC trailer was actually them coming to Smash.
The answer's yes.
Bob.
I'm going to go with no. I think that... or I think Nintendo's going to hog the glory. Whatever it is.
Now this one is directly linked to Microsoft, and this might be my favorite question I have here.
Wait, KZ, did you even say, like, yes or no?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I agree, Dan. In fact, they will show a Smash DLC character in a non-Nintendo conference. As a bonus, Bethesda, it's Doom Guy.
That might be the one I want the most. They just so wryly screwing people over, and then you hear E1M1 start playing, and it zooms
It's
out
great.
a little bit, and you see Doom Guy watching.
Doom Eternal, you've got the grappling hook, that's his recovery. You got his big beam. Final I can see it. I don't see it happening, but I can see it.
And thanks to Joker, they no longer have the excuse of not wanting real guns, because Joker just has a fucking Glock.
It's an airsoft gun. It's fine.
All right. Third one might be my favorite one. Dan, will I think that Phil Spencer's t-shirt is raw?
Yes.
Feel?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Bob,
Definitely. You think everything's raw.
my prediction is no, because he won't be wearing a t-shirt.
You think it'd be pretty raw if he came out shirtless?
No, because he will be bare-chested, but be wearing a blue backpack and yellow shorts. The time has come. My final question, Bob.
What's up?
Will the next Just Dance game come out for the Wii?
Of course. What is... Why wouldn't it?
Dan.
No.
Oh. Feel.
Yes.
I'm gonna say yes, but this is definitely the last one.
I don't even know about that. If it keeps selling, they're gonna keep making it.
It's fucking nuts, dude.
It still sells the most, even the last one, which was on Switch too.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing like their picture of Just Dance, and there's Xbox One, PS4, Wii.
Yeah, it's going to have PS5 and then Wii.
Oh my. If it somehow hits another gen and it's still doing it, it would be the best. Those are my 4 questions for the halftime show of Gamer Premonitions. E7.
E7.
Brain disease.
Okay, so we'll move on to the second round of premonitions, concluding the whole thing with the final 2 questions that everyone must answer. We're starting this second set with the PC gaming show. And so, KZ, I must ask you, what is your premonition about the PC gaming show, the hottest ticket at E3?
Okay. There will be a mascot of some sort promoting something during the show, and the host, Day 9, will look visibly uncomfortable and or scared.
It's good. I feel like that could happen. I'm seeing it right now.
I had to choose whether it was a mascot or an epic representative.
An epic representative is his mascot.
It's like somebody in a mascot suit version of Tim Sweeney.
Both are clowns.
Oh my god, a mascot that is their Epic Game Store logo with arms.
It will be a Fortnite mascot.
Bob.
It will floss.
Bob,
Day
please,
9 will wish for death.
please bury me somewhere nice.
But it won't take him. He's always in these shows. He's always attempting to make them good. Attempt.
Okay.
Maybe a Yakuza game on PC. I don't know.
Bob, that is an act to follow.
Yes, it is.
What
Just
is
like
your...
the PC gaming show.
I got
an active
right?
participated.
Exactly. What do you premonit that will happen?
I'm getting the waves here. Okay. There will be another taxi simulation game.
Yes! No! No!
I'm so excited!
No!
Yes!
I thought it was going to be Dan.
I won't be able to do that fucking live stream that night because I'll be dead.
I straight up won't show up.
You just don't believe, KZ.
No, I do believe, and that's the problem.
I see. This is why we can't actually record or live stream E3 because I turn into Rich Evans. And when they
You
announce
do.
a
A celebratory laugh.
when they announce a fucking taxi game, I'm just gonna be like, ah!
I'm going to be sobbing on my stream if that happens.
Mr. Field, what's your premonition?
Randy Pitchford will show up and it will be fucking tragic.
That's
Oh, no.
though I'm not saying your premonition's dumb. I'm saying it is redundant.
Well,
I don't mean just the normal Randy Pitchford will embarrass himself by being Randy Pitchford thing. Someone will ask him a question he isn't prepared for, or his legal troubles will somehow come up, and he will either get weird and depressed or crazy.
He's gonna get crazy. He's gonna get weird and shitty. That's the Pitchford we're getting on that day. And he's gonna be like, ever since Game Informer fucked me. He's gonna do that on stage, and the fucking host will look so uncomfortable.
Question. Will he do a magic trick, Phil?
He will offer, and Day 9 will say no, but he'll keep trying to fucking push it.
Oh my god.
I do agree that Pitchford's gonna try to push a bit, and no one's gonna take, and he's gonna get upset.
He's just Phil then. He's like, I have a bit.
Okay. Man, I feel like we've covered the whole spectrum of the PC gaming conference, except for one end deliciously left for me at the end of this round.
Ports?
Does have something to do with the VR experience?
Lisa Su, the CEO of AMD, will come on stage
No!
to talk about their amazing new graphics cards,
Yes!
which are based on the Navi architecture that is going to be announced slightly beforehand, so it's not even exciting. And she will slip in a line where she says, so you can get next generation gaming performance today. As a nod to the fact that the next consoles are based on this GPU architecture.
I would like to very quickly read the list of possible premonitions I had for the PC gaming show, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Number 1, it was epic employee / mascot makes Day 9 uncomfortable.
Uh-huh.
Number 2, there will be ports. I don't know. That one didn't make it off the cutting room floor, to be honest. Number 3, use an AMD thing to snipe Dan.
It is.
I didn't do it.
Well, to be fair, would you have done it as well? Because saying AMD shows up to shill some shit hardware, that's nothing new. Saying they show up to announce a GPU that's already been announced and throwing in a line about how you can get next generation gaming performance today, because the fucking next PS4 or PS5 and Xbox 2 or whatever they end up calling it are both Navi chips. It's already confirmed. Is just a delightful moment, and I think AMD is going to be weird and shitty like that.
Those AMD things are weird because I don't do PC gaming much at all, right? And even though I can see those things are slimy, but it's the extra bad thing is that even I know AMD sucks.
Yeah, these video
so it's
cards,
like watching the person that isn't good enough try to make it like they're good.
Yeah, and the good thing about these video cards, from everything we know as of this recording, is that they're actually going to outperform the NVIDIA parts at the exact price point they're at. So they're going to be a pretty decent, I think they're $400 and $500 models, and they're going to outperform NVIDIA's $400 and $500 models. But guys, it won't have RTX. Where am I going to get my ray tracing? Ooh. Okay, we're moving on. Bob.
What's up?
Bob, did you ever hear the story about the happiest man in the world?
No.
He lived happily ever after because he got to go first on the Nintendo round.
Oh, no.
For Gamer Premonitions, and it's you.
Okay, I need to live the meme.
It's time to get in or get out.
Get in the Wonka Vader, Bob.
Okay, let's see. I got two here. They're both
Dan just stabbing
obvious.
Gene Wilder to death and butchering that quote.
I'm glad you at least identified what quote I was butchering, and honestly, butchering is a kind way of putting it. It's more like I put Gene Wilder in a paper shredder.
Oh no!
You know what they said about people who is happy? Go!
We will see Bayonetta 3. It'll look completely different from any other Bayonetta game. It'll look new and exciting.
So it looked good.
I don't believe it myself, but I'm going to go here. I'm going to stand out there in that wind and hope.
That's very bold of you.
I'm not as harsh on Bayonetta as you and Dan, but God, it's so fucking hard to care now that DMC5 exists.
Yeah.
I was on a Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep stream with the one and only KZ Excellent, and while talking to his friend Sky, I said Bayonetta 1 benefited from shipping in a world where Devil May Cry 4 was only half done.
Yep.
It's not a kind world for Bayonetta 3 to be born into.
Itsuno is only using 10% of his power.
Okay, Bob. That's bold, and I appreciate it. We're going to go to Phil for his Nintendo Premonition.
Well, I'm going to go with an easy one. I think this one is pretty safe. Super Mario 3D World for Switch. It's in Super Mario Maker 2. I don't think they're going to be like, here's a template for a game that's 5 years old on a system nobody owns. I think they're going to announce a Switch version of that game at E3.
A Switch version of Super Mario 3D World?
Yeah, Super Mario 3D World, because they're not just going to, here's a template, you know you can't play it.
So, no 3D Land, just World? Because...
Just World. 3D Land is bad.
Ooh, Bob, is this true?
I don't think it's true. I think it did interesting things in its restraints, but it's probably held back by the 3DS a lot.
I am always of the opinion that every game that came out as a Wii U exclusive got a weird score buff that I've never seen before.
Yeah,
3D World is great.
Where
3D World is bad.
Well, it's going to annoy the shit out of you when it comes out and gets a no longer on the Wii U score buff.
Oh.
I mean, hey, porting a game from the Wii U to literally anything is a win for humanity.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't like World, but it needs to get off of there. Everything should be off of there. Where's Wonderful 101?
Please, God, where's Wonderful 101? Please give me Wonderful 101, please. Please.
Bob's like, Feel's coming at me with these hot takes. I'm gonna rip open this old wound and let him bleed out on this podcast. My premonition for the Nintendo conference is that Star Fox racing game is going to be shown, and it will ship by the end of the year.
That'd be interesting. It'll also make retro look a lot better, since that means they'll put something out.
If that Star Fox racing game is fucking real, I feel like F-Zero fans are just gonna put a fucking gun in their mouth. It's gonna be like, you can make a racing spin-off of another fucking franchise, but you can't make car series.
That's also space related.
The F-Zero characters could show up in this. It could have F-Zero levels.
I feel like that would hurt worse. It's like how Virtua Fighter fans aren't happy Virtua Fighter characters are in DOA.
That's true. Maybe it'll play like F-Zero. Maybe it'll satisfy the need.
A bonus modifier to that. F-Zero will now become secondary characters in the Star Fox universe, how Donkey Kong is linked to Mario.
That'd be funny. I'd actually like that.
That would be neat.
So then years from now, people are like, when's the next F-Zero game? They're like, whatever, that's like a Star Fox franchise now.
It's a franchise of something we already abuse.
Which people say that for Donkey Kong, and I want to die.
As they keep building this out and adding more people to the F-Zero extended universe, it becomes the movie Redline.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, just fuck it. It's also in the same. Both of those are also in the same universe as Metroid.
Yeah.
Samus is in the game with her ship.
Yes, that's what I want. Finally, a good Metroid game.
Also, Pikmin is the same universe, and Olimar and his tiny ship are there.
I'm joking. Zero Mission's great.
Daniel, let's make them angrier.
I know, but at least I'm not being disingenuous while saying it. Zero Mission is great. It's a great game, isn't it, Bob?
It's okay.
Excuse me? Zero Mission is a great game. Ignore Bob. Bob spoke out in anger just now. Casey, what is your Nintendo premonition that is not shitting on the entire Metroid franchise? Because that is well covered on this episode. Thank you.
Platinum Games, more specifically, Hideki Kamiya, is going to be directing a Beautiful Joe 3. They will show a teaser, no date, but they will announce remasters of the first two games coming to Switch.
You bastard.
Beautiful Joe 3 is an exclusive to the Switch.
You bastard.
I mean, that'd be cool.
It's probably
this will, of course,
something.
set up the fact that after this, they will eventually do the Wonderful 101 remaster, and then Wonderful 102 will cross over with Beautiful Joe.
That'd be really funny because there's like a knockoff of Beautiful Joe in Wonderful 101 already. He's a secret character.
There's like no way that they'll get the funding for 102.
No. See, they will. So
I just gave you a 6-year plan, Bob.
I know.
So
I
that
know.
way,
Bob,
They're gonna-
Bayonetta 2 did not sell enough to justify Bayonetta 3 at all.
No.
Some would say deserved.
I mean, here's the thing, though. Like, it was on the Wii U. Nothing on the Wii U sold enough to justify jack shit, except for Mario Maker.
Its re-release also did not sell very well.
Yeah, it's... How do I explain this?
I think Nintendo's just going to be like, this will get X amount of people to buy a Switch, and they'll buy enough other games to make this worth it. That's how Nintendo tends to roll.
I mean, it's good business. Speaking of good business, Microsoft has done some pretty good business, Mr. Feel. And it's your job to come up with the first premonition for this round.
Okay. This is a hard one. Which one to pick? Okay. So Phil Spencer, he's going to start talking about old franchises. He's going to point to the audience and be like, why don't you come up on stage? And a fan in a Banjo-Kazooie shirt is going to come up. And Phil Spencer is going to knee them in the stomach and throw them on a stone tablet and raise a dagger above his head and shove it down in his neck. And the lights are going to strobe. And the blood from the Banjo-Kazooie fan is going to start filling grooves on the stage. And once they're all full, it'll smash cut to a trailer for Steve in Smash Ultimate.
You have a real premonition.
Okay,
That was his real
That is
premonition.
amazing.
okay,
It
here's
is very
the
amazing, but do we have a real one?
I want to know that
Microsoft's just going to be like, fuck it, we want money. Fuck it, we want money. Rare Replay is now on PC.
No, Bob, they won't drive the McLaren onto stage until they get all the Banjo-Kazooie van blood off the stage, so we have to watch as they clean it all up. Sorry, what was your real premonition? We were over here talking about the McLaren.
Rare Replay on PC.
Yeah, Microsoft's just going to be like, fuck it, we already put Master Chief on there. There's no reason holding anything else back.
That's your fucking premonition.
Well, I mean, I could make a cynical one, like they're going to announce a lot of great games I won't play on a Microsoft platform.
That sounds like a pretty feel premonition, but I'll go with the other one's fine. Okay, they're bringing that to PC. That makes sense. There are a lot of people who want to play it who don't own Xboxes because they like to game on classic platforms like PC. I'm going to go ahead and say with my premonition that they are not shipping anything other than that new Gears game by the end of this year that is already announced, aside from Battletoads. So this E3 will be full of them announcing some smaller games they could make hastily to fill out this last year.
I mean, Forza's coming out this year, of course.
I mean, Forza, yeah, that's true. I'm talking like Halo is not coming out this year. It's coming out next year at soonest.
We're in the nightmare timeline, and there's like, we had the ukulele team make another banjo game, and everybody goes, no!
Stop!
I wish it was everybody, but no, there's plenty of people who would be like, yay!
I will go yay.
See?
Microsoft is backing this studio so that they will have time, money, and more staff.
But yeah, they're making a banjo game. They're gonna ship Battletoads by the end of the year. They're gonna ship that Gears by E3 next year. Probably by the end of the year, but I'm gonna say by E3 next year. And Halo will not show up.
Don't expect another tease.
Not of the Halo Infinite game that they've announced, maybe of a Halo side product. In fact, I expect a Halo side product. So there you go. There's my comprehensive premonition.
They just released Halo Wars 2 again because nobody realizes it came out the first time.
You know, sometimes companies need to do that.
Listening to games media talk about it, even they went, holy shit, that came out last month?
Not to be the foil to everyone's joke here. When did that ship?
Who knows?
2 years ago.
2? I thought it was last year. Jesus fuck.
I don't even think it was. I will fact check.
Yeah, I was like, I thought it was last year, February, but oh man. That's crazy.
February 2017.
Oh man, wow.
It just came and went.
Yup.
I don't even know if I saw a single video of that.
2 years and 3 months.
I've seen videos of the fucking Spartan Windows Phone game, and I haven't seen a fucking video for that. Wow.
People didn't think this one was as good, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. It's the next person's turn.
Who's the next person?
Oh, that's probably me, because you just went, right?
Yes.
All right, so we've had an interesting trend with Microsoft the past couple of years, right? Because they had a few games that probably needed to die, but they were still showing them, like Crackdown. And they were trying their best to like build stuff up with like bringing out the Scorpio or the Xbox One X.
Mm-hmm.
And while I feel like this conference they're going to do a lot better, because they'll also have like a lot of third parties to show.
Yeah, they've been the pretty big landing spot for great third parties lately.
They still aren't super ready, but they want to build hype. Last year they did here's all the studios we acquired, and they showed them like in a big grid in the back. They're going to unveil, like the teaser for next year's Xbox. And they're going to pivot by talking about their teams and then reveal that the next generation of Xbox is going to bring with it returns and new games and a few franchises. And 3 of them that they will list are going to end up being, this is like a long shot in terms of like the 3 that they will go for, will be Perfect Dark, Fable, and Killer Instinct. And they will be confirmed for next gen.
Nice.
The banjo fans just fucking weeping blood in the audience, just cry.
Well, that's because that's already coming out this gen.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
KZ believes.
He believes.
Phil Spencer's just like, you will cry bloody tears when this list has been read.
Which by the way, I fucking hate Rare now. They're so bad. Because I keep seeing that interview with the head boss of Rare. They're going, why don't you make a banjo game? And he's like, whenever we make a game, we don't want to just satisfy the fans. We want to think of doing something interesting. And, just doing a banjo game would be boring.
Bitch, you haven't made shit but Connect games in, like, years.
They made Sea of
This
Thieves.
is what he said before Sea of Thieves came out. He's like, we like to do things that you need to give us a good reason why. Any good developer could take one of our games and make something, but if it doesn't seem new enough, we don't want to make it. And we don't want it to be used.
We don't want to make anything unless they kick open our door and put a gun to our head and say, make a fucking platform.
The
now.
fact that even fucking the way he said it made it sound like, no, it's got to be stupid or else we won't even give you the IP to make something. But I really want it. I'd like a nice 3D platformer because Banjo is raw. It's very raw. Donkey Kong 64 is not raw, but Banjo's raw.
Donkey Kong 64 is okay, except for the 15,000 bananas you have to collect.
So it's not okay in the least.
Banjo didn't have that. It has notes.
I really like Banjo-Kazooie.
I like Tooie. It's got jam jars. He's
played,
raw.
I never played Tooie. I liked Conker's Bad Fur Day on the N64. I fucking hated it on the Xbox.
You get to pee on people in that.
It had a really good multiplayer mode on Nintendo 64 that was removed.
I don't think Conker's ever going to show up in a game again. Too raunchy. They don't care to do it.
Yeah, that's why they started to lean back towards Cute Conker with the AR stuff.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yes, he existed for like 6 months.
I know he existed, but as soon as it wasn't an actual video game I would ever play, I went, no.
Yeah, they tried to do a Cute Conker for the HoloLens, but he looks horrific because of how they modeled him.
It was really horrifying looking. I'm going to look up a picture of him to traumatize KZ with.
That last game listed, Killer Instinct being made is the one I want the most because they somehow rebooted it in a way where it was good. Because I thought the way they described it, like it's, you know, we're letting you have one character for free and you buy that. I'm like, oh, this does, uh-oh. But then it came out and it was incredible. Had that Mick Gordon soundtrack. Iron Galaxy took over, made it even better.
Yeah, I could see them doing a straight sequel.
It would be smart. It would be stupid of them to not do that.
Yeah, but that would have been my prediction for this year, but I don't see them. I can see them saving that for a new console. Like start a gen with a new fighting. What the fuck did they do to Conquer?
I think enough people bitched about this. They changed the design back to a more traditional one. But Project Spark only existed for like 15 minutes anyway before it got fucking canceled.
Oh god, that was in Project Spark?
Make a game for me, because we won't.
This gen.
That's mine.
And yet, this gen is still so much better than last gen.
I know. More of Microsoft this gen. Yikes.
So, Bob.
Yeah, I got a premonition here.
Yeah, go ahead, Bob.
I feel like, in the past, we've talked about how the only people qualified to make a new Battletoads game is WayForward.
We've talked about that, yeah.
Like, that's come up on Big Think or something.
Mm-hmm. I think we've just talked about that. I don't know if we actually podcasted
maybe
about
we
it.
haven't podcasted
I think that was during one of the 100 rounds against Mr. Feel. The Tournament of Power, as Mr. Feel likes to refer his matches against me as.
So I'm going to say they're going to get Inti Creates to make Battletoads.
No, shut up! Holy shit! Shut up right now, Bob!
Hey, Battletoads is hard. We got to make it NES hard feel.
God,
that's exactly my thinking.
Which of the Battletoads gets fucking space cancer? They have to go find a cure, and it's very fucking angsty.
Warts?
Yeah, I mean, he has warts.
Yeah.
That's space cancer.
Sound like Phil got fucking shot.
Yeah, because we talked about how this was the worst case scenario, and Bob's like, oh, hey, my premonition, worst case scenario. It's like if Bob just had the premonition, Dan will be so tired from being overworked by Castlemania that Dan will crash his car a week before E3, and everyone's like, that's not funny, cut that out. Why would you say that?
Jesus.
Battletoads fans be like, oh, this is great. It's got NES sprites and NES music. Meanwhile, the half of my Discord that fucking makes music is losing their minds because they hate how the Inti creates fucking sound pad or files for their stupid synth emulates, quote, 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 emulates NES sound and how wrong it is. They're like, it's been 10 fucking
there will
years.
Be 5 minutes of dialogue in this Battletoads game before the turbo tunnel that they will rehash.
The only reason I'm not actually afraid of this happening is because they already said it was going to have like hand-drawn graphics, and Inti Creates doesn't fuck with that.
Oh yeah, Microsoft this gen has never gone back on a feature that they've said has been in a game. It won't. It's gonna use the power of the cloud and be hand-drawn. Yeah.
You know what, Dan? You make a good point.
Hand-drawn pixel art?
X Factor, as it were.
It was going to be hand-drawn until we found out that wouldn't come out for the Xbox One, and we need goodwill. So here's this NES sprite work bullshit. Enjoy Inti Creates Composer as he dumps out another soundtrack.
That premonition was just me going, no! You betrayed me!
And Bob's like, I will take your soul.
Yeah, it was a
That
little
Lament
raw.
of Innocence part, we will never forget it.
It's a really good cutscene. That game's worth playing for the ending cutscenes because they're so fucking out there. Lament of Innocence, 10 out of 10, except for the part where you have to play it.
Yes. It's very much like the bouncer.
It is. I'd rather play the bouncer, but maybe that's just me.
Yep.
Oh, you haven't played Lament of Innocence. You don't get to have an opinion.
Don't make me do this.
You
Gungrave is in my cart.
Do it. Hit that button.
Lament of Innocence is comprised of nothing but that one hallway that turned off Feel in Curse of Darkness.
That's because he's weak.
It's 6 levels made of that one hallway.
It's like a 2-minute hallway and he's getting all mad.
No.
I don't think KZ has a sense of scale with these
hallways.
PS2 Egavanian 3D action games. Okay, now we're getting into the random premonitions.
Whatever we want.
Whatever we want. It could be anything. It could even be about our own small developer that we care about and what they're going to do at E3.
Ooh.
Doesn't have to show up at a press conference. Has to have happened.
Talking about Bloodstained, aren't you, Dan?
No, actually. My premonition is going to be that Q Games will show off their new game at the PC Gaming Conference.
Ooh.
Q Games, the creator of Pixel Junk Monsters and other games such as Pixel Junk Shooter and the Tomorrow Children.
Dan, you know that's putting a curse on them that it's at least a 50% chance of being a Epic Game Store exclusive.
Bob, I'll remind you that for a bit there, their VR game was Oculus exclusive.
Ah, yeah. Oh, man.
And
They're going to announce a game, and it'll look neat, and then you'll go on, look at their corporate Twitter and go, oh no, I don't want to buy the game now.
they're still doing Shaq memes. How many months has it been? But yeah, this is my guess that they're going to show up at the PC Gaming Conference, and either it's going to be some sort of VR PC exclusive, or it is going to be a Epic Game Store exclusive.
I mean, they even came out for Stadia, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no one had a premonition about Stadia. Huh.
I forgot about Stadia.
No one had a Netflix related premonition either.
Not yet. We still have the randoms to go through here, Dan.
Okay, Casey, it's your turn next.
Mine's not about Netflix
Oh, good for you.
or Google Stadia. However, I have never been more convinced that my prediction will be wrong. More than all of them. My premonition is that during the night it happens, on our Big Think dimension where we discuss it, I will be able to honestly proclaim that Square Enix's conference was good, with no reservations.
Ooh.
As seemingly impossible task as Microsoft could snipe their good announcements, so could Sony. But also, Square Enix conferences are bad.
Yeah, they're always just unbelievable.
They're doing a stage show this time. Last time it was a Nintendo Direct style one, but that one had like no new content except The Quiet Man.
Yeah.
Oh, God!
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But before that,
But
they
Microsoft
did it.
Sony stole the good Kingdom Hearts trailers. They showed The Quiet Man here and a nothing trailer for Babylon's Fall. However, the stage is what's gonna make it hard because they're gonna be like awkward. They might bring mostly Japanese the Japanese side in to talk and then do a translator like they did in 2015. But they have the games.
Well, KZ, you have a very bold premonition, very courageous, and as they say, courage is the magic that turns premonitions into reality.
I want to believe. I want to believe they show everything I want and that I could actually watch that and go, yeah, just hurry up and fucking show the Kingdom Hearts trailer, please. Just fucking hurry up.
Bob,
What
I don't
the
want that.
fuck?
Bob, what is your random premonition?
Did you just bring Tales of Symphonia 2 into this fucking podcast?
Can you stop name dropping every reference I make? Thank you. Hey, Bob, what's your random premonition?
Oh my
What
god.
the fuck, Dan? How dare you?
All right, but mine's for the Microsoft conference. They will show off Devil May Cry 5 DLC. We'll see both Virgil mode and Bloody Palace 2-player stuff. I'll go ahead and go.
That's just something you want.
Yeah, no, it's just something I want, and I think it's appropriate time. And
It is.
They have that Xbox.
Game came out, was a success. Over 2 million copies.
Yeah.
Well, it's a shame that Anthem didn't ship 8 million.
Oh no.
Oh no.
But yeah, I'll even say it's going to have a full campaign mode for Virgil. It might be like him and Dante, or it might just be him.
Bob's bold premonition of there will be more Devil May Cry 5.
I know.
It's a good prediction.
Premonition, please stay on brand. Thank you.
It's very important to stay on brand. I have a bonus one real quick because you reminded me of EA. Jedi Fallen Order will be shown during E3 week, and shockingly, there will be lightsabers in it.
You're still mad he didn't give you that code.
Yes. Now he really remembers when this happened.
See, children, KZ follows some people on Twitter who get upset when a Star Wars game is announced and they show a lightsaber in the trailer. And even if they don't want to...
When Jedi Fallen Order showed a lightsaber!
And then it festers in his brain. And then when those people upset him, it festers in his brain and he opens his mouth and it fucking crawls out into the microphone. And here it is for all of you to hear.
I'm glad you gave me a platform to do this.
Yeah, I gave you a platform to shit on. Hey, Phil, what's your random premonition?
Onimusha. Capcom's
Nice.
going to be at one of the conferences, and he'll just be like, they said they were making other games with the RE engine. This will be one of them, just Onimusha. Samurais are big now. You got Sekiro, you got Nioh. They're bringing back Onimusha.
It's a good time.
Will there be a date?
There will be a time. There'll be a spring or fall of next year, but there will not be a date.
Makes sense, yeah. Because it's definitely not coming out this year, because they confirmed, like, nothing this year except for Iceborne.
Well, yeah, that's why it's coming out in the first half of next year to avoid the next-gen consoles putting the squeeze on it.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like it could be a really, really hype launch title. Kind of like Onimusha 1 was very close to launch.
Things can be cross-gen.
It's true.
I've always had... I don't know. It's complicated. I'm not a PC Master Race guy. I'm not someone who shames people for not having the latest console, but my brain immediately shuts down the thought of buying a last-gen version of a game that's on next-gen.
But now they do the big, they patch it on the newer one, so it just looks better.
Yeah, I honestly think we're going to get some weird-ass hybrid cases for games.
Oh, yeah.
At least on Sony's ends, where it'll be like PS4/PS5.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. At the same time...
here's a bonus premonition for Sony's. They're going to announce a price drop for the PS4.
Oh, yeah. They're going to do that by the end of the year. Whether or not they do that at E3 is a guess.
Just the PS4 or the Pro as well?
The PS4 and PS4
Probably
Pro.
both the same amount.
They really need to.
If Sony was smart, they were galactic brained and were like, we're going to fucking crush Microsoft out of existence next gen, they'd be like, the PS4 is now as low as we can go and break even.
They're going to chop... What's the PS4 original at, Bob?
300.
They're going to chop at least 50 off of that, making it 250. And then the PS4 Pro will end up at 300.
In a perfect world, they would go down to as low as they could and then bundle it with Spider-Man and wipe Microsoft out.
Wasn't that their Black Friday sale last year, Bob?
Yeah, they had the $200 bundle with Spider-Man, and it was like, this is ridiculous, and it sold immediately.
Imagine how many units you guys could sell if you just did this more than one day a year.
Right? Like, if that was always...
They'll do it again, Days Gone.
No.
So they're gonna do Spider-Man again, and that's why when the that's why when the PS5 comes out and it's like, hey, check out this PS5 mode for Spider-Man, people are gonna be like, oh fuck.
Yeah. That if Sony isn't stupid, they could keep supporting the PS4, take it as low as they can, and that's just your gateway. That's their gateway into sucking you into the PS5, even for people who aren't into video games yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think they're willing to give up what little money they can make selling a PS4 to do that.
I guess we'll see. But now we have the final two questions that everyone must answer. We'll start with KZ. KZ, how many battle royales will be shown during an E3 conference?
During any?
Uh-huh. All of them.
Oh, all of them combined. Oh, okay. 2.
There are going to be 2 battle royales shown at all of
Are these
E3.
new or are these old? Because they could show a clip of Fortnite and you'd fuck me.
Damn it. Both.
Fuck. 6.
Keep in mind, if they show Fortnite 4 times, it only counts once.
Ah, darn it. I wanted them to count every
4.
time.
Oh, does Fortnite count?
Yes.
Yeah.
That includes like any previous
Apex Legends.
ones that are out. So they could like you could see like a snippet of Apex Legends or something.
New Call of Duty.
And all the
4.
and all the unannounced battle royales. Okay, Casey's going with 4. Bob?
I'm gonna set it 8.
Okay. Mr. Feel?
6. They're gonna 7. Apex, Fortnite, PUBG, and the Call of Duty Battle Royale will all be seen. All 4 of those are gonna check in.
Mm-hmm.
There will be one from Ubisoft. It'll either be a mode in something or it'll just be a standalone one.
Yeah.
There will be one in the PC gaming show, and there will be one at the fucking delusional AMD thing that's happening.
Okay, so the 4 things are happening, and there's a 5th random one we don't know about, so I'm going with 5.
And there will be one that doesn't actually exist that will be a joke at the Devolver conference.
That doesn't count. It's not a real game.
What if we find out later it
There'll
is a
be
real
a
game?
clip of it.
Doesn't fucking count.
I think it will be real, Dan.
It's a browser game that barely works, and they still sell loot boxes.
Why didn't we do Gamer Premonitions for fucking Digital Devolver?
I don't
It's us
know.
just writing stand-up. Damn it. Okay. How many game demos across all the E3 conferences, including the Devolver Digital one? Unlike that last question, which was not, will include fake in-game chatter, included in that, whether that's embedded into a video that's in a sizzle reel that goes by, or an onstage presenter. Both of those count. Both of those are eligible. I will start this one off. 4. Bob.
They're learning. I'm gonna say 3.
They're learning. We trapped E3 behind a door, but then it shook the door enough to make the key fall out and pulled the rug. You said 3?
Yeah, 3.
Okay. KZ, excellent.
I'll also say 3, but as a modifier, they're all from the Devolver conference. Also, they're all real games. They just added the in-game chatter, even if it doesn't make sense. Single player game, but it has multiplayer people talking.
Mr. Feel.
6. One at EA, 2 during Ubisoft's, 1 at Microsoft, 2 during the PC gaming show.
That's quite the swerve. EA doesn't even have a show.
They're having the week of EA.
Are they still doing that thing?
That's worse
Yes.
than the Summer of Awesome.
Well, yeah.
They're doing the EA Play thing that's like the 3 days before before E3 kicks off.
I don't think I can survive
no.
6 fucking demos with fake chatter.
I don't think I want to watch you 3 days of streams to find it.
I can't believe that one of you only said 3. There might be 3 in the Ubisoft one. They do it to like every single fucking game.
Yeah, that's why I said 4.
Yeah, that's why I said they're learning. I think Ubisoft's gonna be the only one who does it.
I just think there's going to be more single player oriented stuff at Ubisoft show this time. And Just Dance.
Random premonition here. I think Metal Wolf Chaos is going to be announced for the 4th of July, and Digital Devolver's going to make a joke at their own expense over how obvious that release date is.
I also think they'll say Mech America Great Again, and the same fucking joyless sods will get mad on Twitter a second time.
Jesus Christ.
I think that they could actually do just we're releasing it today with Metal Wolf Chaos just immediately. That's their shadow drop.
They wouldn't shadow drop it. It's too big of a PR thing to do it on the 4th.
That's true.
I mean, both are really huge moves. I would love to play Metal Wolf Chaos during E3. Metal Wolf Chaos, for those who don't know, was the last good FromSoft game.
Dan, what? Oh no, he's turning into an evil warlock.
I just thought that would be fucking bizarre as hell to say, and that everyone would spin their heads around like Beetlejuice.
Oh my gosh, shit, he's revealing his ancient secrets.
Yep. I've actually never played Metal Wolf Chaos. It probably sucks, but I'm buying it anyway.
That dub makes it a 10.
Dude, this is how much I have to buy that game. One of the first... God, this dates me. We had a DVD burner. It could burn DVDs. One of the videos on that DVD we burned and then showed people was Metal Wolf Chaos. That clip is
That's
so
a Sunday
good.
stream.
Yeah, it is.
Avenging my patriotism.
I still can't believe how Microsoft was like, no, FromSoft, Americans won't like this game.
Yeah, that was... I don't get it, but whatever.
And yet they're like, breakdown, sure.
No one in America is gonna want Demon Souls.
No one in America wants a game about the president of the United States getting in a robot to battle the evil vice president who is also in a robot.
I'm looking forward to the articles that say that the modern culture and modern space that America's in doesn't allow for that sort of thing. You know, it's really not good for the current discourse. It's tone deaf.
Take me seriously.
No, I never have, never will.
So I'm looking forward to finding out if these premonitions came true via our live streams that we're going to be doing every night of E3. So tune in to see Big Think Dimension live, where you get to find out how huge of jackasses we are, because we can no longer edit out all the stupid bullshit we say.
It'll just be
The
live.
veil will be pulled away and Dan will crumple to dust.
It's okay. Here's my trick. I'm going to get stupid drunk. So that way, no matter how stupid I sound, everyone goes, well, it was clearly because he was drunk.
And then for the YouTube, we have the use of Discord.
Uh-huh. That's true.
I will die in a T-bone accident.
KZ, stop.
I will attempt to make a point. I will attempt to make a point 4 times and eventually give up.
Here's the thing, though. You guys don't have face cams, but we should probably get devices that measure your heart rate.
If I get a device to measure my heart rate, I gotta play Mega Man 9 again. So I don't do that.
Oh no!
Thank you for listening to this episode of Gamer Premonitions. This show, like our other podcasts, is only possible with the generous time our co-hosts have given to us and the equipment we've bought to make it higher quality and easier to produce. Please consider supporting our podcast series on our GigaBoots podcast Patreon and look forward to more Gamer Premonitions and Big Think Dimension in the future.